हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं सी ए विरल शाह। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे सेक्शन 50 दैट इज रिलेट टू इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिलेड पेमेंट ऑफ टैक्स एंड सेक्शन 56 दैट इज रिलेटेड टू इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिलेड रिफंड. Let us start with the discussion on section 50. Section 50, interest on delayed payment of tax. As per section 50 subsection 1, if any person is liable to pay tax and he failed to pay tax within a prescribed time limit given under the act, then interest will be charged on such person. What is the rate of interest? The interest will be the rate at may be notified by the government. However, the said rate of interest will be maximum up to 18%. Means the government will not charge the interest more than 18% under the act. What is the time period for which the interest is charged? Interest is charged from the date immediately following the due date. Date immediately following the due date to the actual date of payment. So for such intervening period, the interest will be payable. Please note that the liability of interest under section 50 subsection 1 is automatic, means once a taxpayer failed to pay tax within prescribed time limit, interest will be leviable. So it is an automatic liability. However, there is a dispute under section 50 subsection 1 whether such interest is on the gross liability or such interest is on the net liability. What do you mean by gross liability? Suppose a supplier has made outward supply and on which he is required to pay tax of rupees 1 lakh on such outward supply. However, he has ITC of rupees 80,000. So meaning thereby his net liability will be 1 lakh minus 80,000 outward input tax credit. So the net tax liability will be 20,000 only. However, its gross tax liability will be 1 lakh. That is a liability on the outward supply made by the supplier. So what is the amount on which the interest will be charged, whether it is a gross amount or a net amount? There is a dispute under such amount. Department is charging the interest on the gross amount. However, the taxpayer is contending that he is liable to pay the interest only on the net amount. Further, there is one proviso inserted by Finance Act 2018 under section 50 subsection 1 that interest under such section will be leviable on the such amount which is paid from the electronic cash ledger. मतलब कि आपने जो भी अमाउंट कैश में पे किए और वह लेट पेमेंट है तो उस पर इंटरेस्ट लगेगा, मतलब कि इंटरेस्ट विल बी चार्जेबल ऑन द नेट लायबिलिटी बेसिस. However, such proviso is subject to notification and unfortunately such proviso is still not notified as on the date. Further, if such proviso is notified in future, then what is the its effect, whether it is notified from retrospective date or whether it is notified from prospective date? Because if it is not notified from retrospective date, that is the date on which GST comes into the effect, that is 1st July 2017, and suppose such proviso will be made applicable from the notified date, that is prospective basis, then most of the taxpayer will be in trouble because they have to pay interest on the gross liability basis. However, all the taxpayer and federation and consultant required to represent the government to that such proviso under section 50 subsection 1 to be made effective by the way of notification, and such notification will have a retrospective effect from the 1st July 2017 for the benefit of a taxpayer as well as the society. As per section 50 subsection 3, if any taxpayer claim excess ITC or he has claimed undue input tax credit under section 52 subsection 10 or under section 42 subsection 10 or under section 43 subsection 10, the interest will be leviable at the rate maximum 24%. at the notified rate. Now we will discuss the interest on a refund. Suppose any taxable person has applied for refund, then the department is duty bound to give such refund within 60 days from the date of application. If department is not granting refund within 60 days from the date of application, then department is required to pay 6% interest on such amount. However, if any claim of refund is arise from the order passed by any authority and department has not refunded within 60 days from the application made by the taxable person consequent to such order, then interest will be leviable at rate 9% इंस्टेड ऑफ 6%. तो फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपको टैक्स भरने की लायबिलिटी है और अगर आप टैक्स का पेमेंट नहीं करते हो तो डिपार्टमेंट विल लेवी 18%. बट अगर डिपार्टमेंट को रिफंड देना है और अगर डिपार्टमेंट रिफंड नहीं देता है तो डिपार्टमेंट विल गिव यू ओनली 6% और 9% इन सम रेस्ट्रिक्टिव केसेस. Section 54 subsection 11. Under this section, if any refund order is made by any officer under the act and which is subject matter of appeal or any further proceeding is pending against such order and commissioner has an opinion that refund is not in the interest of revenue, then after giving a reasonable opportunity of being heard, commissioner may hold such refund amount till the time he determine. However, nothing contained in section 56 apply here, and if such withhold amount of refund is subject matter of appeal, and in the appeal if taxpayer win or he is granted a refund by the way of order in the appeal, then 6% interest on such withhold amount will be required to be paid by the authority, that is the GST department. Now we will discuss the notification on number 13/2017 which deals with the interest rate. As per this notification, if taxable person fail to pay a tax within prescribed time limit that is given under section 15 subsection 1, then interest will be maximum 18%. Means the department cannot levy more than 18% interest which is given under the section, and the rate is notified by the department or by the government is 18% only. Suppose any undue claim or excess ITC claim is taken by the taxable person, then interest will be maximum 24%. Further, the government has also notified the maximum interest rate, that is 24%. If your refund amount is withhold, then interest will be 6%. If in appeal you will win the case, that is a taxable person and is granted refund in the appeal, then interest will be 6%. If you have made an application and department and has not given you the refund within a 60 day from the date of application of refund, then the 6% interest on the amount of refund will be given by the department. If you are falling under the proviso to the section 56, then interest percentage will be 9% instead of 6%. So this is the discussion on the interest part in relation to delayed payment of tax or delayed refund by the department which is given under section 50 or section 56 respectively. However, there is a current scenario, there is a general dispute that whether interest is on a gross liability or interest is on a net liability, and the relevant proviso which is giving the effect that interest will be on the net liability will still to be notified, and whether it is notified from the prospective date or a retrospective from 1st July 2017, it is non-certain. It may be fortunate for the taxpayer that if a department notify such proviso from the retrospective effect, that is 1st July 2017, that the interest will be charged on the net liability basis, that is on such portion which is paid from the cash ledger, then many dispute get over, because the department is charging nowadays in a notice on a gross liability basis. However, the taxpayer is containing that input tax credit is his right to claim such input tax credit because they have already paid the tax component and a basic amount to his supplier. So he is not required to pay interest on such ITC element. However, they have to pay interest only on the element which they are required to pay from the his cash ledger. But unfortunately, such no proviso is still not notified. So all the federation, consultants, association, or a taxpayer is required to represent to the government to take a deedful action so that such dispute will not arise. Many court decision has come. Some of the court decision in favor of the revenue, they are agreeing that interest will be on a gross charge basis. Some of the court decision says that interest will be on net liability basis, but it is the decision of a high court, so it is prevalent under the relevant state only. It is not a landmark judgment of any Supreme Court, so it is only help when the government notifies such proviso from the retrospective effect, that is 1st July 2017. Thank you.